Kamu balabaya. Lenggo, lenggo, la 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 la. Kamu balabaya. Lenggo, lenggo. Kamu balabaya. Sokare kamu ke. Lenggo, lenggo, sa, na 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 na, wow, gila lawannya, Cok. Lenggo, kamu balabaya.
Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers. So will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down. Roberto Baggio. It's a sweet ball that. Pinches it off him. And it's Ribery. Brilliantly cut out. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Chow gets across to intercept that. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Rafael Leao, Peter, is one player who could be unstoppable if he's in the mood. Easily one of the fastest players I've ever seen. He's capable of taking on multiple defenders, and he can cause imbalances for any defence. And that's their problem, because so many want to try and get to him to stop him getting into his stride. It just leaves space for others.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that.
Terus.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. McKennie.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Kok gitu sih, cuy?
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Decent hit! Goal! There was to be only one outcome.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Kok mantul-mantul
Inter Milan
gitu sih?
penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Kok
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter.
Kok
It'll be
aneh sih
fascinating now to see
sekarang?
what kind of reaction it will cause.
Anguissa.
Kok gitu sih?
Well, that looks a
Kok
foul.
gitu
Yeah,
sih?
referee's given it.
Kenapa, Cok?
There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Aneh anjing. Kok ada kayak gitunya kontrolnya?
And here's Pulisic.
Tuh.
Locatelli. Oh, good-looking ball.
Gak jelas nih.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to
Gak
risk-taking
jelas,
at
gak
this
jelas.
stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, that was vital.
Loh,
Well, there was an element
Kenapa
of
gini,
promise
Cok?
insofar as they
Hey.
kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Oh, what a
kok
climb!
gitu sih?
Oh, just couldn't turn it
Aneh.
in.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, shooting chance!
Aneh anjing.
It's in! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Inter Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Ribery. Maldini with a definite foul there. Rafael Leao. Now it's Ribery. Nicely weighted ball. That is a great pick out. It's Totti! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Hernandez. Now it's Rafael Leao.
Nice.
Hernandez picks it up out wide. Ribery.
Tenang, Cok.
Locatelli. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Now it's Ribery. That has ended up in no man's land. Hernandez. That is a brilliant interception. That has been cut short. It's a good spell of possession, this. And here's Baggio. And it's Totti. That's very neat. Belanova looking to add to his goal. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Can he finish? Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And they are pulling clear here.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Might be danger here.
Ah, nggak masuk.
And the half-time whistle goes. So you hear the chants of easy, easy, and those are entirely justified. 3-0 after 45 minutes, and it is hard to believe that there won't be more after the break. But it is a game with plenty at stake, and that does show highly competitive, combative, confrontational. It is what you would expect from a game of this magnitude. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Milan didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. Chance to finish. Oh, that is rather wayward.
Inter certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
Belanova.
Halo, Sukarsi.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive
Ah.
passing. No progress. Ribery. Locatelli. And he's cut it out.
Locatelli.
And the finish! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, now that was a chance. What a chance.
Now it's Pulisic. Out for a throw. And it's Walker.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind
Pelan
is
banget.
filled. Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
And here's Inzaghi. Now that's well seen too. McKennie. Ribery.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Locatelli. Always onto this. Filippo himself. There's the shot! Ribery! And he's lifted it over.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Tries a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Rafael Leao! Rafael Leao! Totti. And it's Ribery. Filippo Inzaghi. Belanova. Totti finds himself
Nice, nice,
offside.
nice, nice.
Hernandez, and it's Baggio. Locatelli is sporting a guilty look after that.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Bastoni cuts out the pass. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Ribery. He's looking wide. That's been cut out, well played. And it's Locatelli. Rafael Leao picks it up out wide. He's found a way through. He's got
Nice.
the shot away. They've done it. And they are right back within touch.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Gue punya Mkhitaryan anjing. Astaga, gue punya Snyder juga, Cok.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 6. Numero 18.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Numero 8.
Milan give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout.
Lasciano il campo per
Just about up to 75
il
minutes.
numero 32. Il numero 10.
Mkhitaryan.
Il numero 4.
Oh,
Cambio di
perfectly
giocatore.
measured that. And he's running through.
Aduh.
Is there any... And Ribery!
El Ribery.
And a reprieve for the time being. Belanova. Looking for the run. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Ribery will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Rafael Leao. Ribery. Now it's Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Ratigi! He scores!
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So
Side.
now the difference is 3.
Wah, iya, Cok, telat dikit.
And here's Çalhanoğlu.
Loh,
This is actually quite
pressing.
a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too. He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Kurang larinya, kurang cepet.
And it's Çalhanoğlu. He's in plenty of space here.
Jing, turun, Cok, Ribery, hancur.
Chance for the header! He will be livid with himself. Hernandez.
Ci saranno 3
Eh.
minuti di
Up for a
recupero.
header! Keeper's got his work done. Kyle Walker. And the number on the board is 3.
There they go, hunting again.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
And it's been given away. Thiaw makes the interception. Anguissa. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Milan cannot spin this any other way. They came up against the...
Kayaknya kita perlu di Marco deh sama si Dumfries. Kita pakai 3-4-3. Kita pakai MF aja sini. Kita pakai Di Marco, Dumfries, dan sini gue bakal pakai Theo. Dumfries gue mana, Cok? Pavard, The Fritz, Bastoni, Acerbi. Dumfries gue mana, coy? Dumfries, dia di D ya? Ah, ini. pertahanan ini kita pakai Dumfries naik turun. Nice. Di Marco, nice. Tengahnya gue perlu si di skill ini jelek, cok. Barela. Oke. Dah. Oh iya, Bastoni itu harusnya di kiri ya. Bastoni harusnya di kiri, guys. Salah gua. Nggak apa-apa. Bastoni itu tadinya di kiri, cok. Oke, no problem. Permiso. Kelima 4 ya udah.
Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Sommer makes the starting 11. Talk to me, Jim. What can we expect from him?
Well, it's a big day for him, obviously, Peter, and I think he can make quite a big difference. Spectacular saves can win matches, but I'd expect him to have a more subtle influence overall, bossing that defence and spreading composure throughout the ranks.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Oh, that's fabulous. Thuram.
Makan tuh. Aduh.
He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Ribery. Bastoni. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real
Dia main
risks.
apa sih, guys?
So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Mancini. Ball is over the line.
Mainnya full defense gak jelas gitu anjing.
Martinez proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of...
Bam, makan tuh sama lu, Eder.
Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, look, he moves and manufactures
nggak
in
lihat main,
unique
Cok.
fashion. This guy
Sumpah.
is sheer class.
Udah biarin kita udah menang.
Inter Milan penetrate
Berai.
first. It is a truly precious lead.
Yeah, although that first goal is a welcome boost, they can't afford to ease off now. To do that would
Kita
simply
dipindah,
invite
kita dipin.
danger.
Kenapa ya orang-orang goblok tuh selalu main kayak gini ya? Ya biarin. Gak apa-apa. Free nih.
Welcome to modern football. You get hounded by everyone.
Baik-baik aja ini. Wih, biarin. Biarin. Kenapa ya orang-orang tolol? Biarin cok. Kenapa sih orang-orang frustasi itu kayak gini guys?
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Dumfries. Hernandez.
Ya elah. Lihat guys, orang-orang tolol guys. Makan tuh. Udah ya, ini udah ya. Gue pengen dapetin si Dembele cowok. Sumpah guys, gue pengen dapetin Dembele. Ya elah, masih kurang kah? Tapi nggak perlu Dembele. Kita bentar lagi Liga 2 guys. Divisi 3 anjing, gila win streak cok. Win streak gini kita bro. Sebab kau terlalu indah dari sekedar kata. Dunia menghampir. Dari jauhan tergambar cerita tentang kita. Cor Komang. Bang, lu inget gua nggak? Ingat. Thank you udah mampir ya bang. Ingin dari jauhan terdengar cerita tentang kita, jarak hati ingin ungkapkan rindu lewat kata. Sebab terlalu indah dari segala kata. Bang, gue udah lama nggak nonton lu bang. Yang kata gue nonton lu pasti masih akhir 2024 yang ada Super Minion yang katanya mau gift tapi sampai sekarang kagak. Iya gue paham kok, gue ngerti lo guys. Gue masih hafal Fever First, gue tuh masih hafal cok. Fever First gue awal Muhdi, terus siapa lagi ya? Kayaknya tuh orang kalau muncul komen gue tahu cok. Kenapa sih orang ini? Sebab kau terlalu indah dari sekedar kata. Dunia berhenti sejenak menit. Cuma gue yang nonton. Iya, udah sepi sekarang bang. Cuma gue juga jarang live makanya sepi.
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Neymar.
Hampir dia nggak bisa.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
This man Rudiger's going to be a very stern test for any attacker to beat, Peter. He's amongst the smartest defenders around with his positioning, and he's got the pace and strength to deal with the quickest opponent. He's not going to fall for cheap tricks either. He's just not that type to dive into tackles.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. And here's Mohamed Salah. Can he put it away?
Nggak masuk, Salah.
And he nearly went all the way.
Mohamed Salah really has just learned a lesson there. Your focus cannot lapse, even slightly.
Koundé. Now it's Mohamed Salah.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Vinicius Junior. It's a pretty loose pass. He's tried one.
Nice. Ada lagi yang nonton jadi 3. Iya.
Granit Xhaka clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Tries a header!
Hampir.
Just off target.
Evair did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Beruntung banget gue dapet Bellingham, Cok.
Neymar. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Rudiger did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Aduh. Salah, Bang.
Granit Xhaka. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Salah. And here's Yamal. Oh, he's found support out
Oh,
wide.
really well played.
Pinches it off him. He's got away. And the shot!
Ah.
Spezia! Goal! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he's managed to get free. Decent hit! Corner number 2 then. That's a lovely, neat pass. And now they can spring out of defence.
Enggak lagi, bangsat.
That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Vinicius Junior.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Xhaka gets a foot in here. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Hakimi. Rodri.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And he's making progress on the ball. Very nicely done. Vinicius Junior. Steep. There's the hit!
Ooh.
A wonderful effort all by himself.
Well, we can't question the quality of the run. He'll have to answer for the rest.
Spezia have their third corner. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way.
Barcelona truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Climbs up.
Nice, Mbappe.
It's in. They have done it. They have their equaliser.
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Mbappe demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. There's a quick free kick.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti
Rodri.
di recupero.
And the finish! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Nice.
It is a corner.
Ooh.
This possibly the last play of the half. Mohamed Salah. Vinicius Junior.
Buangin lah.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Barcelona head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from
Vinicius
a
jelek
scoreline
banget
point of
tuh.
view in any
Oh,
case,
pantesan
an
yang malah
even
lagi
one.
naik.
Both sides have contributed in
Oh,
equal
mantap
measure,
nih.
neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1.
So your views on the first half? It's been a really good watch, but I think the managers will be looking for that extra bit of organisation and focus now, just to try and get a little control on this game.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. And here's Mbappe. Great shot!
Enggak masuk dong.
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Lamine Yamal actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And it's been taken short.
Aduh, mampus.
Spezia are looking to go forward now. Now it's Neymar. And he's being shifted off it. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Sané.
Oh,
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Barcelona come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Spezia needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
He has found the way through.
nice.
Pass somewhat off target. And it's Neymar. Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery.
Gila Neuernya.
Defense, though, able to hold on this time.
Halo, halo, halo. Astaga, ini
Bastoni.
si
Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp
Karena
movement. Came
libur-libur
up
apa,
against
Bang?
a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
nggak ada liburnya kita.
Well, the defence proved infallible
Offside
then,
nggak sih?
but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And the shot! Hakimi. Sané.
They want to be quick here.
Nice.
It's breakaway time.
Spread
Sané.
neatly. Sané has it out wide and in
Tahu
space.
tuh dia, Cok.
Oh, this looks sharp. Bastoni gets over and intercepts. Now it's Bellingham. Sané could try cutting inside here.
Boom!
In with a header!
Ah, nggak masuk ini ya.
Decent enough try.
Mbappe certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Numero 9 viene sostituito con il numero 14 Filippo Inzaghi.
Bisa naik. Lama banget, Cok. Guys, lama banget, guys.
Barcelona have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. Played out to the right. Ah, such a clever touch. He's picked his way through. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Bellingham. Rodri. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Mbappe. Can he finish?
Yes.
Goal! Barcelona!
Okay.
And the comeback is complete. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner.
Shapes to
Makan
shoot.
tuh sama lu.
He scores! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Now he's off and running.
This is the time you need that pace.
Haaland. Yildiz. Oh, sweet feet. Yildiz running with the ball. Now it's Schneider.
Nice.
Mbappe!
Kok offside?
They've done it!
Offside,
That
Cok.
is a late call, but it's the right one.
Yeah, the assistant did have his flag up. The referee seemed to spot it late, though. Nevertheless, the right decision.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call.
Wah,
Neuer
mampus.
is there to clear. Into the last 5 minutes. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Crossed into the middle.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Sane.
Kalma,
Rudiger
Cok.
makes the interception. Yildiz. Now that looks a decent ball. Yildiz showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Chance to finish.
Oh,
And
cakep
it's
banget.
there!
Sane.
And they are cruising away. Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
Now the finish!
Woohoo!
It's in! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
And the referee
5-1,
brings it
guys.
to a close. Barcelona have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they manage.
Gila, full win streak, Cok. Full win streak gini, Cok. Yoso the family. Push divisi VSI apa player bang? Player bang, lawan bintang 7 dong. Lawan bintang 7 maksudnya apa guys? Gue push divisi yang player guys. Tapi tadi enakan mending formasi tadi guys ya. Sumpah langsung cair loh. Waktu masuknya si ini sumpah ini stamina nya gede ya, stamina nya 85 tapi nggak apa-apa lah, not bad. Yes sir, family. Na 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 na. Ini Olisa ini kunci juga ternyata cok. Ini umpan-umpannya boleh-boleh nih. Tembakan menukik.
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you.
And the finish!
Offside.
Well, they won't be
Terus
deterred from
divisi
trying
AI
again.
udah tembus
Peter,
divisi
they have
berapa
the
bang?
bit between
Belum nih,
their
belum
teeth
nyoba
now.
guys, baru yang player aja.
Nicked it back promptly. Vitz. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Bang, kayak cepet juga nih sih.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Chance here to counter. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Gila cok, ngebanting ini.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this guy, Florian Wirtz, is the latest in a line of many impressive German playmakers. He's already broken the record for the youngest goal scorer in the German top flight, and that's hugely impressive. And just watch out for him in terms of his movement. He gets into that right half space, and he loves to occupy that zone and then just look to play from there. And he could well be...
Tries a shot! It's
Anjuk.
in!
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Sane has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Brilliantly cut out. Rodri. Now that's well seen too. Threads one in, and the counter is on. He's found a way through. Well, now it's a race for the ball. That has been slung wide. Mbappe. He's played it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing. That's a terrific interception. He's had a stellar game.
Bellingham. Now it's Torres. Steered
Aduh,
out
nggak bisa
wide,
gitu,
but
nggak bisa
he won't
gitu.
reach that one.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Bastoni calmly anticipates. Over to the left. Hakimi.
Boom!
And the shot!
Nice.
He scored! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveler. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Hakimi. He's had a
Gak
shot!
masuk, Cok.
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Sanek is offering a right smile there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Indonesia are looking to go forward now. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning.
Pressing,
So
pressing,
good from
pressing.
him.
And it's Fernando Torres. There they go, hunting in packs. Hakimi, pass somewhat off target. Juli hurtling down that right flank. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Juli will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Olise. Now it's Sané. He's shifting through the gears here.
Sip.
Ruben Dias proves too strong. Mbappe. Rodri. Bellingham. Bellingham. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Half-time getting close now. Can he get onto this? Bellingham. Olise.
Boom!
Olise! Fernando Torres. He shifted it to the flank. And it's Guerrero. Now that's a foul. Simple decision for the
apa sih,
referee.
Sid?
He's looking
Nah,
wide.
Cok.
Bellingham.
2 minutos de descuento.
Wits. He's looking to set free a runner.
Nice. Masuk, masuk.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Shot a goal! In for the pieces!
Nice.
Oh no, it's an own goal!
Mampus.
No, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix in what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2 on the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more. And we are up to the break.
Well, give me a moment to get
Woi,
my
Sid,
breath
pelanggaran,
back.
Sid.
What a super half of football.
Ih, masih
Instant
kecurangan,
pack,
anjing.
goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2 goals to 1.
Nice.
And we are back. And the shot! In he goes
Makan
again!
tuh sama Mbappe.
He scores! And this is getting better and better.
Better and better enggak tuh?
Mbappe duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
And Torres!
Bangsat.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Opts to play it back.
Nice,
It's a
itu
really
dia
well-measured
Olise.
Now it's Mbappe. Great defending, strong and determined. Wits. And it's Ronaldinho.
That dugout has had some relief at least.
There's the shot! Torres! It's in! Right back in the game! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on.
Oi
and
bang,
look
halo
for an
Mudi.
equaliser.
Salah lagi.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. Sneijder, el dorsal 20.
Koundé
Serán sustituidos por
and Bastoni.
el dorsal 7, el
Rudiger.
dorsal 22.
Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bahaya.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Can he finish?
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Julie providing an outlet on that flank. Bellingham. Oh, that's neat. Well read, and the danger is averted. Yamal. Ruben
Gila
Diaz
kalah, Cok.
gets across and deals with it. And he cuts out the supply.
Tahuan suas yuk.
And here's Torres. Spread it left.
Nice.
And that should be the keeper's. Yamal making good progress on the right-hand side.
Cit.
Bellingham. Olise.
Ah, kena cowok.
That could spell trouble.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Guti. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Olise. Oh, good spread.
Wah, kena cowok.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Untung aja.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Bellingham. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That is a great pick out.
Sunyi Ruben Dias.
Guerrero. Played out to the left flank. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And he was quick to react. Vinicius Junior. He has found the way through. Mbappe. He's had it taken off him. Ruben Diaz, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Just 5 minutes left. It's a good foot in there.
Aman.
Barcelona can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Barcelona close now to seeing this one through to the end.
Cit.
Whistle's
Nice.
gone, that's a foul.
Cambio de jugadores.
This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead.
Masuk nih, guys.
It's loose now and they want to get it back. He's going for goal!
Nggak masuk Yamal.
Oh, that is very close.
Lamine Yamal brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
4 added minutes on the board. Oh, and he's through the middle. Oh, that's shot a goal!
Nice.
He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Messi. It's Vinicius Junior.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Yes.
And the referee brings it to a close. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players.
Widih, sedikit lagi, Cok. Gue tuh nggak punya sayap apa ya? Perasaan gue punya sayap dah. Sayap kiri siapa ya? Itu tuh jelek, Cok. Rapina ini sama pemburu celah lagi gua. Saya gua pakai bumbu, Cok. Mau rata. Vinicius yang ini angin-anginan. Coba ganti siapa ya? Kayaknya gue nggak perlu sini sih. Just jelek ya rapinya. Jelek itu Vini awal-awal ya. Kurang gitu, guys. Halo Vero. Vero. Lagi bosan main game bang, jadi nonton live abang. Oke, thank you Feral. Abis ini gue mau sholat dulu dah. Yes, abis ini gue sholat dulu ya.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams
Ayo
in the
Rapina, lu
history
bisa
of
Rapina.
football, ensuring that yet again this will be an occasion for
Buktiin,
the game's
buktiin.
ultimate glitterati. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Oh, perfectly measured that. Valverde. Oh, it's come loose.
Ayo Rapina.
Indonesia have reclaimed it. Van Dijk is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
That's nice.
Mbappe. He's got
Makan
the
tuh sama Mbappe.
superb goal.
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now it's Mbappe, and the flag has stayed down. And he's there to belt it away.
Pendukung Barca ya bang, bukan guys. Lagi seneng aja pakai baju
Rafinha.
Barca. MU gua, MU
And
bro.
they're quick to get it back. Rudiger kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, split-second reaction.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Yamal with the short one. Rafinha.
Nice Rapinha, itu dia. Buktiin Rapinha kalau kamu mampu.
It had to come. It just had to come. He had to have his say. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need...
Now the finish! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And Ribery!
Salah dia. Semoga MU lolos bang. Iya lolos, semoga ya, semoga ya.
Brilliant save.
Ribery really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, it's a nice
kurang
idea, but the
kencang.
execution was lacking. And he thumps it clear. Ribery. And it's Ribery.
Nice.
Now that's well seen too. Ribery. There's the shot! Oh, that is very close.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Great ball, and he's in here.
Oh,
Valverde.
balik cok.
Mbappe. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Neuer. And it's Rudiger. Yamal.
Oh, pressingnya.
He's got away. He's had it taken off him. Mbappe. No way through there.
Nice.
Yamal providing
Aduh.
an outlet on that flank. He's gone for goal.
Ih, masuk.
They are rampant. And the lead is extended
Gak
still
expect
further.
loh.
Barcelona clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
A case now of complete control. Barcelona heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Çalhanoğlu. And it's Ribery. Rudiger.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
No, that was never going to make it. El Mali into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Mbappe. No way through, so back it comes. Rafinha. Olise.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, good
Olise.
chance. Ribery.
Habrá 2
The
minutos
most
de
accurate
descuento.
pass. Rafinha in acres of space out wide.
Ah,
Brilliantly cut out. Cleared without complication. Mbappe. Olise!
Well, he
Olise,
certainly wasn't in
OP
the mood
juga
to
nih.
take any risks.
A really close shave and the last action of the first half. So no shortage of
lagi
thrills,
Cok.
no shortage of fireworks, but all very one-sided. We appear perhaps headed for a cricket score at this rate, unless there is a significant change in fortune. It is 3-0 at half-time.
Peter, do I really need to say anything, or can I simply refer you to the scoreline?
Barcelona 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
mampus.
Oh, what? Can he finish?
Kesalahan
It's
guys.
there! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Oh, he's been caught napping.
Anjing,
He has
salah
found a way
lagi.
through. It's Çalhanoğlu.
Untung aja goblok
Oh,
Cok.
and they really should have been made to pay. Rodri. More and more pressure on the ball here. Yamal. He's picked his way through. Omar gets good
hampir.
distance on it. This their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Rafinha.
Sip, pelanggaran sip.
Mali with a fine tackle. Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. Çalhanoğlu. Rudiger. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Mbappe. Mbappe. El Mali. Oh, that was vital.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those breaking passes just to spread the play.
La asistencia a este partido asciende
Whatever
a
happens,
36.847
that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Nah, Cok.
Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Ribery gets a good foot in there. Oh, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Rodri, jagain lah.
Keeper is right behind it.
Ah, look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
Bellingham. The ball has bounced
Susah
loose
banget gue
now.
mau build up.
And Koundé. Yamal. He's through here.
Ah,
Oh, well played.
kampret.
Ribery. He won't be happy with that one. He's a straight hit.
Makan tuh sama lu Mbappe.
Really well taken goal.
Yeah, they've only got
Cakep
themselves
banget
to
tuh ini
blame.
Olise, Cok.
Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Oh, easy pickings there. Rafinha. Van Dijk. Akanji. And that is a little undercooked. Foden. Foden will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Olise. Here's Rodri. Olise. Olise takes control of it and he's on the move. Rudiger goes sliding in. Van Dijk. Alexander-Arnold. Foden. Oh, he's played it in low. Engages and forces him off the ball. Ribery. Ribery!
Oh, masih
Got to be
ketepis,
quick
Cok.
to recover this. Rafinha. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away.
Di body pun dia masih coba ini si Rafinha, Cok. Vinicius gua mana ya? Dah.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El
Barcelona choosing to make the first change.
El dorsal 13. El dorsal 5.
That has ended up in no man's land.
Schneider. El dorsal 20.
Now it's Ribery.
El dorsal 7.
He's had it nicked
El
away.
dorsal 3.
Rodri. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Aimed beyond the defence. He's found a way through. Hits one. Oh, it's fallen
Nice.
loose again. It's a goal. Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
He rises! Oh, it's come loose. Valverde, and he was alert to it.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Keren.
Akanji kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
Short changes him with that pass. There will be 4 extra minutes. Dink through. Oh, well played, well sorted out. It's a pretty loose pass. And he was quick to react. Schneider. Sane gets into some...
Udah
That's
muter,
that,
Cok.
the end. Barcelona can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A
Ui,
super
promosi,
contest in which
coy.
they swept their...
Wih, di promosi gitu. Wih, di. Foto dulu, momen langka anjing ini. Gila, divisi 2 kita, Cok. Divisi 1 berapa ya? Guys, kalau kita mau divisi 1 harus berapa sih? Gila, keren banget anjing. 10 menang, 2 kali seri, 1 kali kalah, cok. Gila, gila. Gila, keren lagi ya, guys. Gila, keren, cok. Gue sholat dulu ya, guys ya. Gue sholat, abis itu main sekali, abis itu off. Cih. Guys, gue sholat dulu ya, guys. Divisi 2, bro. to meet you. Telly, I'm sorry. Let's go guys, divisi 2, here we go. Kita ganti judul guys. Tanda seru mana, Cok? Gue baru live berapa menit sih? Come up to meet you. Really, I'm sorry. Just nobody's in the city. Nobody's in the city. Nobody in the city. Na, 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 na.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway. Eto, Bellingham, Eto. Well read, and the danger is averted. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Ronaldinho, Eto, now the finish!
The Dutch introduced total football to the world, and in many ways, Ruud Gullit is the perfect example.
Well, he really could play in any position.
Yes, he started as a sweeper and showed that he could play anywhere in midfield and indeed up front. Big.
Mbappe! here.
Cok, masuk, Cok.
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And here's Yamal.
Ini harus sedikit off the
They've got
box
to be
sih,
quick moving this forward.
karena orang jago
It
tuh
looked as though that
lagi
might
lawan
lead to
sama
something quite
saudara.
promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, that's a key interception. They're battling for the right to play in the early stages. Olise. Rafinha, and he's managed to get free. Promising cross.
Push.
And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Great shot!
Nice.
Goal! Barcelona! There is the breakthrough. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being
Oh,
body
gila,
checked,
ini udah
Peter,
keren-keren
and
padahal
then
guys,
the
guys.
next minute it's in the back of the net.
Serem banget
That's
sih
wonderful
formasinya.
striking.
Ngaco. Gue juga mau kalau dikasih kayak gini. Nah, Ronaldinho anjing. Nah. Mana, Cok?
I doubt very much that this was in the script. It's a good foot in there. Now it's Eto. Now that's well seen too. Barcelona are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Rodri. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score.
Aduh, si itu
Pass
Olise
is just
kosong.
off target. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And here's Mbappe. Olise. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And it's Messi. Well, played right into his path. Has a go! He has done it! And the lead lost no
Main pakai
time
apa,
at
Bang?
all.
Pakai stick.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Kunde promptly onto that, and that is that. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, there's a probing ball. And here's Yamal. He's picked his way through. Olise cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. And he's had it nicked away. There's the shot! They've done it! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Now it's Messi. That has been cut short. Olise. Mbappe!
Masuk, Cok.
He can get that clear. And that was very necessary. 5 minutes till the break. That's a lovely, neat pass. Rijkaard producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And claimed it back swiftly. Ronaldinho. And the shot!
Anjing Eto'o-nya, Cok.
Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
There will be 1 minute.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down.
And there's the end
Eto'o-nya
of the
ngeri
first
banget, Cok.
half.
And now I'd just like to read out our fan club members who are celebrating their birthdays today. Substitution.
So off we go once more.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms.
Shapes to shoot! Decent hit and on target. Schneider. Mbappe. Barcelona do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
It's a sweet ball, that. And he welcomes it in. Not the most accurate pass. Well, that looks a decent
Offside lah.
ball.
Jauh banget, Cok.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Maldini gets across and deals with it. Rudiger spots it and intercepts. He's a sharp little ball here. Rodri. Sané. He's had a fair
Lamaan.
tumble under that challenge. Danger averted for now. Taken back almost at once. Here's Rodri. Schneider. Now the real chance!
Nice.
It's a goal! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
I feel it like that. Na, 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 na,
Substitution on the field. Number 2.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Replace him is
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
the attendance for this match was
Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. And it's Eto'o. And he was quick to react. Zaire Emery. Oh, this looks sharp. Rudiger deals with that comfortably. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Schneider. Olise. Big chance!
Nice.
It's in! It's level again! What a match we have!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Araujo gets rid without sophistication. Hakimi. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Now it's Messi. Can he latch on to this? And once more he proves rigid and robust. And he thumps it clear. Played out wide.
Barcelona showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
It's Eto!
Ini si Eto nih bener-bener licin banget.
Again they hit the front. And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Eto!
Anjing ini si Eto, Cok. Bener-bener no counter anjing.
And with that goal comes comfort.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And he's intervened well there. Koundé, well, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's in space and looking for options. Into the last
No,
5
Visa, no.
minutes. And it's Messi. And Messi! That's a half-decent try.
Messi has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Bellingham. Bellingham, and he's in on goal. Bastoni did well to stay calm there. Zaire Emery. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Well read, nice interception. And he's there to get it away. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Ah, he's given it, hits one! And the number on the board is 3. And that's that. Barcelona can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off.
Kayaknya kita harus ganti formasi deh, guys. Kita bakal ganti formasi. Modric gak sih, Cok? Gas. Halo, halo Adi Sucipto. Kayaknya gue kurang oke pakai baju ini deh, guys. Empat satu tiga dua. Empat dua dua dua.
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. The Eternal City embraces this massive sea of blue, which has flooded across the Olympico. It's hard to convince yourself. Now the finish! That is decidedly lacking.
What a fabulous run. Okay, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
It's a sweet ball, that. Well, Lionel Messi's last European conquest came in 2015, and what a campaign that was. First leg of the semi-final, Jim, especially so.
Yep, and the second of his goals, where he sat down, toyed with, and utterly humiliated one of the best defenders around at the time. So, for me, easily one of the most memorable goals in the tournament's history.
Nobody's arguing with that, Jim. Well-timed, excellent interception. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Little
Kartu
doubt,
kuning,
that
kartu
is
kuning,
a
kartu
foul.
kuning.
Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Just wouldn't stay down for him.
Messi will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Olise. Yamal. Olise. And no, And seen through all of that. Olise unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Bellingham. Very nicely done. And here's Mbappe. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Hit.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. Oh no, he's got that wrong. So we're still where we started right now. Now it's Mbappe. Caught offside that time. Mbappe. Eto'o. Oh, good ball. Great chance. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the chance! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Hakimi. Schneider. Mbappe. Now it's Schneider. Olise. And the whistle's gone,
Offside.
presumably for offside.
Oh, ada Samuel itu, Cok.
And it's Messi. Mateus. Hakimi deals with that comfortably. Oh, there's a probing ball. Ribery. Eto'o. That's an excellent interception. Not the most convincing of passes. No joy this time. Olise. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pedri looking to penetrate opposition lines. Eto'o. And he's got the beating of his man. That
Ih.
could spell trouble. Can he finish?
Kok jadi
He
blow on
is
gini
desperate to
sih
get on
gua?
the score sheet, but not this time.
Lazio really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Lazio with the corner. They're first.
Sih.
There's the header. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Bellingham. And he's on his way. It's a foul. It could be a penalty.
Apa sih?
The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. And a great opportunity to open the scoring here. Great chance here from position A1.
Jangan, Cok. Biarin. Gak bakal nyampe juga, anjing.
Messi! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Bellingham. He's got goal. Goal! Lazio! First blood drawn. What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And it's Schneider.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That is a brilliant interception. Ribery. Mbappe. Oh, nicely intercepted. Schneider. Oh, that looks a good ball through.
Hit.
Yamal. Olise. Bellingham. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And no, that was never going to make it. Ribery. Lazio do have a chance to counter here. He's got away. Shapes to shoot! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Cambio di giocatori.
So off we go once more.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Gets a good foot in there. Saliba defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Salah. Olise, Mohamed Salah! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's been taken short. No way through, so back it comes. And he's had a hit!
Nggak masuk.
Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Bellingham. Hakimi calmly anticipates. He won't be happy with that one. Mbappe. Mbappe has a goal! Really well taken goal. A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
Lazio are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Now it's Eto, and he's found a way past. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Messi. Schneider. And that could set him on his way. And he's intervened well there. Pedri is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
It's run loose here. And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Barcelona are making a change now.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Now that's well seen too. Bellingham. And he's picked out the run. Schneider will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That's a lovely, neat pass. And he cuts out the supply. Bellingham. And here's Mohamed Salah. Tries a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Hakimi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
They've played it short. Well read, and the danger is averted. Lazio are looking to go forward now.
Bajunya sama sih bangsat emang.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. Mateus. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Mbappe. Schneider. Hakimi. Schneider. Oh, he's been caught on. Hits one.
Masih bisa.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Barcelona get themselves back into contention.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Bellingham. He can run onto that. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And the shot! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number 3 coming up. Schneider with the short one.
Barcelona need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Schneider. Messi, very much a man of this moment. He's found a way through. Oh, this looks sharp. Rudiger did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to... It's...
Yes!
Oh, taken with style. They have stolen level at the last. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, the finish looked a guarantee once he was found all alone, and it's criminal defending.
Jangan. FJ.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 63.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude.
Elah,
The only
lama
question
banget
is
sih
whether
kan.
there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Played back in. Conte. Van der Vaart. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, he's bustling through here. Decent hit.
Ngentot.
It's there. Late in the day. This could well. And we're done. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of
Sampai
things.
anjing menit akhir, Cok. Itu
How would
tadi
you
Mbappe
summarise
gua
what we've seen today then,
gak
Jim?
masuk,
Look,
malah dia
Peter,
yang
a
masuk.
strength in any team.
Nggak bisa. Ini harus divisi 2. Udah ketemu selahnya. Bangsat, gue malah gue ganti-ganti kayak orang iya anjing, gue malah ganti-ganti, Cok. Tolol banget gue, guys. Enggak, ini udah bener. Ini Bellingham. Di sini si Eder. Enggak. Barcelona, Cok. Kita pakai baju siapa ya? Bajunya Portugal, Portugal, pakai baju Portugal. Ah, jangan pakai baju Portugal, Cok. Oh iya 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 iya. Pakai bajunya ini aja, Prancis, Prancis. Olise itu orang Prancis, Cok. Iya, Olise ya. Olise, Prancis. Sah kiri.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Thrilling scenes here too, so much in line with Atalanta's reputation as the great entertainers of Italian football. We have already started here. Floated up and over. Cafu looking to get on the end of this. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, this guy Donnarumma really is a generational talent, Peter. I suppose you have to be good if you're a goalkeeper and your name's Gianluigi. He really has inherited the mantle from his namesake. There might be room for improvement with his kicking, but otherwise he is nigh on perfect.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Vieira. De Bruyne. Strong running down that left flank. He's picked his way through.
Chip.
Rodri. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. And it's Griezmann. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's a chance. No, not quite.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Rodri. Now it's De Bruyne.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Neither side yet able to find the net. Bastoni. Mohamed Salah. Mbappe.
Boom!
Mbappe!
Bangsat, gak masuk.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Olise. Now it's Bellingham. There's the delivery. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Cleared without complication.
Bahaya.
Oh, that's fabulous.
1 lawan 2.
Griezmann. Well read. And the
Nice.
danger is averted.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Wih, masih belum out.
Van Nistelrooy. No way through, so he's had a hit!
Cing!
Goal! Atalanta! And Atalanta go in front. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Atalanta have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He's in plenty of space here. And reclaimed it in a trice. Well, played right into his path. And it's Griezmann! And he sets
Bangsat,
it!
Griezmann.
And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
And yes, it's him again. Atalanta are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rodri. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Griezmann. Cafu. He is through here. France are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Can he finish?
Leluasa
And
dia
a
ya udah
terrific save from the keeper.
Van der Vaart actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Hakimi gets across to intercept that. Schneider. Mbappe. It's Bellingham. He could be in here. De Bruyne.
Bangsat.
Bellingham does really well to win the ball there. And he's managed to get free. Now the finish!
Pas banget kena
Oh, he's been caught on
ininya
it
gitu,
here.
bangsat.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Sabar Lasit Ansu.
And the half-time whistle goes. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Yeah, chins have dropped, heads are down, and half-time couldn't have come at a better time.
And the second half gets underway.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Selin banget cuy dari tadi.
Atalanta look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Cafu. Rodri. Vieira. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy, he's had a shot! And it's there!
Anjing cowok.
And the lead is extended still further. That was a given. It always was.
Van Nistelrooy really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
A case now of complete control. Van der Vaart. Mohamed Salah. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Udahlah cok, udahan cok.
Mbappe
Pusing pala gua
finds
anjing,
himself
anjing.
offside.
Berat baca.